Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, yes, I'm demanding my cease and desist letter come immediately. Well, before we get started, I'm just going to, start us with our usual rock session and then we'll get going. So, everybody, welcome to the fucking show.
She saw the look in his eyes, and she knew better. He wanted her tonight, and there was now or never. He made her feel so sad. Oh, Jamie's crying. Oh, Jamie's crying. Now Jamie wouldn't say all right. She knew he'd forget her. So they said good night. Oh, and now he's gone forever. She wants to send him a letter. Yeah. I'm just trying to make herself feel better. It said, give me a call sometime. But she knows what that'll get her. Oh, Jamie's crying. Oh, Jamie's crying. Now Jamie's been in love before, and she knows what love is for. It should mean a little more than one night stands. She wants to send him a letter. Yeah. Just to try to make herself feel better. Instead of give me a call sometime. But she knows what that'll get her. Oh, Jamie's crying. Jamie's crying. Jamie's crying. Jamie's crying. Jamie's crying.
All right, I got one more, fellas. Thank you. Let's go like this. Okay. Got one more for y'all. Let me get it over there. Nope, that's not it. That's not the one. So I'm learning how to stream again. Welcome everybody coming in. I welcome everybody. Thank you all. Let's go here with this button. This one there. Here. All right, this next song is because I heard I was an attack dog. I ain't nobody's attack dog. Dog. No, I'm myself. Get over there. And then I gotta change the volume.
thing, and it makes me fucking strong. Love me or hate me.
Right, love me or hate me.
Call the monster, call the demon, call the fate. I'm not an idol, not an angel, not
Oh
a
yeah,
saint.
we're mosh pitting in here. We're gonna fucking break some shit. Let's break these YouTube walls.
A living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. The soul that lives within my chest just won't allow me to turn out like the rest. This heart that's driving me on and on and on and on and on has the same vision, and it keeps me fucking strong. Love me or hate me. Call the monster, call the demon, call the fate. I'm not an idol, not an angel, not a saint. I walk alone, I always have, I'm not ashamed. I've always been a living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. Call the monster, call the demon, call the fate. I'm not an idol, not an angel, not a saint. I walk alone, I always have, I'm not ashamed. A living nightmare from the cradle to the grave. Then call the monster, call the demon, call the fate. I'm not an idol, not an angel, not a saint. I walk alone, I always have, I'm not ashamed. I'll always be a living nightmare from the cradle to the grave.
Right. All right, now just gonna do our little one more thing. And we'll get the house closed. Welcome, welcome. Let me bring my guest up here. We got Terkaya and we got Sakalian, Scallywag. How is everybody? How's everyone tonight? Hope you're all
Are you
having
getting
fun.
a little robotic there for a second? You're good now, though.
Am I good now?
Yeah. Listen, I'm
All right, let me know if
dying. Listen, I'm dying because you're using that freaking old ass fucking intro.
Oh, that's my favorite. It's the only thing I got. I got to make a new one.
Oh my god, it was so
I'm
funny.
just coming out of retirement. I know, right? I'm just coming out of retirement, stretching my legs, you know, getting the dust off. But I'm back. I'm fucking back, and we're rolling. So, I wanted to talk tonight about something that Jamie is deflecting from. You know, there's a key to his story that he is blaming Amy.
Hang on a minute. Are you trying to say that Jamie's deflecting from something?
Well, I mean, we all knew he would do that and try to.
No, not Jamie.
Oh, another audio playing. Yeah, he's deflecting. He's doing this. Look over here. Amy's the bad one. Amy's bad. None of us are going to sit here and say Amy's like the saint. Like, she's not. Like, we all know that. I mean, I respect Amy as a person. She's cool. She hasn't done me wrong. But as far as like his, like, oh, Amy's this bad. let's back off on this because there's a couple things that Jamie you're forgetting about. And you kind of touched on it. I was surprised that you let Amber tell you to do something and you did, and I saw you kind of like, what? Okay, that's one. Well, I have both. I have a problem with Jamie for being a predator, 100%. From my own opinion, remember, this is the court of YouTube, court of public opinion. I can make my assumptions after what I've seen. Do we need to go down Odyssey Lane, Jamie, and show all your jokes, your dark humor about children? Do we need to go through that? Because I have no problem pulling up your Odyssey and doing that. But my other problem is this other person, Samantha. I'm not even going to say her last name because I don't want to get into this. But Samantha, when you first found out about this, you had one thing you could have done and the right thing to do. I mean, I'm not even a full-fledged parent. I don't have kids. But I could tell you right now, if one of my friends or Trisha's kids got reached out to the likes of someone by a 40-year-old, the first fucking thing I would do is get pissed like your husband did. He seems like the only smart one in the bunch right now. Yep. And that's not what I'm about. Like, we're not going to blame Amy for nothing. What Amy did was the right thing. Again, doing the right thing in the end, it means a lot. So, Samantha, you knew about Jamie talking to your daughter. And I'm going to straight say, yes, they were talking privately. Jamie can sit here and say all he wants that they weren't. But I have in Samantha's own words, that they were communicating. So, Jamie, you can go fuck off with this, that we weren't talking and that you weren't going to go fly out to see a 16, 17-year-old girl. I know, Samantha, you say she was 18 at the time, but then you give a timeline in your second post that throws your first timeline way the fuck out the window. Because if you do the math, she would have been at least late 16, early 17 when they started communicating. Just by her own math. We can go. I got the screenshot of the thing. Let me see here. Present screen. Because that's something that I want everyone to see this. This is something Jamie doesn't want people to see. So I think if Jamie doesn't want people to see it, we should see it. Because he's trying to hide something. Samantha is also helping him hide something. Oh, it's going to my YouTube. Hold on real quick. Let's technology, suits me the best. There it is. There it is. Cool. So, see here is Amy. That's not the one I'm looking for. That's still not the one. This one. This was the first one. Pretty basic. I mean, I'm going to read this one first, just in all fairness. Oh, the lies and misinformation. Taking a situation, then twisting it and adding it to weaponize your own narrative. Stop with the virtue signaling. Just stop. You want the real story behind that screenshot? Here it is. Sometime last year, around the holidays, I left Jamie a comment on one of his cartoons saying that my daughter thought he was funny, cute, charismatic, and loved his digital artwork. First off, if any one of my subs hit me up and said that, I'd be very grateful to hear it. Absolutely. But I would not want to try to make conversation with that person. I might say, hey, cool. My content is more adult related, so I would appreciate she doesn't watch it. But thumbs up. Thanks for the support. Anyway, almost 6 months later in May, during the height of the Jamie Tiff going at each other, Amber's channel goes down, as we all know. Then told by someone who I considered a friend via text that she is done with Jamie. Well, there's a lot of us that are done with that fucker, and I wonder who that could have been. Oh, Amy. Immediately after I was sent a screenshot of what Jamie said in that mod chat, my daughter wasn't 16, she was 18 at the time. Remember, this is her first timeline. So, okay, I'll take her word for face value. The time that this was shown to me in May. Oh, she was 18 at the time this was shown to me in May. And after speaking with Jamie, he did not know that at the time that she said in December. That this was said in December. Hold on. Just missed that shit. Immediately after I was I lost my place, sorry. I'm not sure how old he thought she was. Because obviously we don't communicate like that outside of YouTube, which I don't believe is true, but okay, run with that narrative. Like said, Samantha seems cool, which implies he didn't know much about me at the time. Timing and context matter. Yes, it does, Samantha. So let's go to your second one. I think this is still the first post. Jamie had zero correspondence with my daughter via email or any other way. Never spoke to her. She would check out some of his drawings and cartoon while I was in chat, i.e. listening or watching in the background on occasion while nothing bad or inappropriate was being discussed. Jamie, you never know with him when he's going to start talking inappropriately or just do something. So you're already putting your daughter in a very dangerous area when he could all of a sudden talk about Tiffany's, you know what he used to say, or since this was in that height, it was the flashlight era. So, you know, that's something your daughter should not be hearing. 16, 17, doesn't fucking matter. My husband never stepped in or spoke to Jamie to say this ends now or whatever the damn rumor is, but he was upset about the comment just as I was. I believe it was more than that comment, but if that comment was enough to piss him off, then that obviously gave him enough pause to be like, this guy's a creep. Your own husband, Samantha, literally said this man is a creep. Of course, you confronted him about it. Great. He didn't sugarcoat or lie about it. When I asked him why he said that, he said he thought it was flattering that a beautiful young lady thought he was cute and funny. That's flattering. Flattering is something I would never put in the same sentence as a child and me. I don't find it flattering. It's kind of gross. How does he know that she was beautiful? Like, I thought there were no messages or anything shared. Pretty sure if he knew what she looked like, there had to be something.
He tried to say, because Samantha's a beautiful woman, then her daughter's bound to be.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. And I'm like,
yeah, that's what he's saying.
But that doesn't make sense. Like, then you would say, Samantha, you're a beautiful lady, so I'm assuming your daughter's beautiful. I'm flattered. Or, oh, that's nice. I mean, the flattery, being flattered by a minor is very gross. And for you, Samantha, to allow Jamie to be flattered and kind of hint at liking your daughter would piss me off. Like, if that was my daughter, I'd be like, fuck you. We're not talking. And then he was basically just trying to show off in the mod chat. I'm never going to show off in the mod chat and talk about somebody's daughter in that way. I'm not going to even joke about that ever. I would never say someone's daughter wants to F me. That is sick and fucked up.
It's perverted.
I mean, it is. Sally, would you let some man that's, 40 versus 17 talk to your daughter? I mean, how fucking... That's so gross, Jamie.
No.
And Trish, what about you? I mean, like I said, I have no kids, but I just know as a male, if I were to hear some other adult talk to a child that way, I'd be fucking pissed.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course. And remember, like he talked about my situation last night with my daughter. He has no clue, only what I've so far said, and I haven't even told the full story. But regardless of it being me or not, if there was some kind of communication going on between the daughter and him, I would most definitely got a hold of LE for sure. Like she said she was going to.
This is something I'm going to touch on in this, where I think, Samantha, you acted in negligence in protecting your daughter. Now, just let that sink in. You neglected to protect your daughter from a predator. Let's just call it what it is. I am not going to beat around the bush. Predatory behavior, whatever. He goes after women and children, whether it be sexually or legally, he uses children in ways that is a felony. That makes him a predator. He acts in predatory
Yeah.
behavior. I don't know any no other way to fucking come out about it. Like any person in their right mind, after seeing everything that Jamie has in his Odyssey, on his hard drive, probably his, just imagine all the shit you could get from him. And no person in their right mind is going to sit here and think Jamie is an upstanding adult who would never touch a child. He apologized to me, or her daughter, her husband, which we believe was 100% sincere. I don't. Motherfucker is now using this to springboard off of as new drama content to fund his griftmas of this legal fund. So, Samantha, I hope that fucking hurts. Your Jamie is using your daughter situation to make money. So let that sink in there, Samantha. Let it just sink right in.
Well, I don't believe it was 100% sincere either, because if it was 100% sincere, then he wouldn't even be talking about it right now. He would just let go on what's go on and just, not
let
talk
us
about
run
it.
our mouth.
Right.
Make us look bad. Like he
Right.
would be like, we're not talking about it. We're not discussing it. The fact he's discussing it means he's scared and he wants to make it a griftmas. He's got to get new toys. Is it really so far out of the norm that Jamie, like in theory, which I don't even said something inappropriate, talk about blowing something way out of proportion? Was it messed up him saying that? Absolutely it was. If it was so inappropriate, Samantha, why didn't you just cut all contact? I'm pretty sure your husband probably advised you to cut all contact with this motherfucker. But anyway, I digress a little bit more. Was it messed up saying? Absolutely it was. And if it was so messed up, why didn't you protect your daughter and call law enforcement? I would have been upset and disappointed about it if she were 24 or 37. Well, even if she was 18, as you're claiming, you should be disappointed and upset. Because it wasn't like that. It was more of an innocent crush of a public figure, nothing more. She has a boyfriend. Well, see, there's a lot of problems when these public figures do kind of get this predatory behavior thing. Like we all know about EDP. If you don't go look up how EDP, he was a social media star, gets girls talking to him who are underage and got busted. It happens.
A public figure, let's face it. Come on.
And he's not a public figure. He does have a social media presence, but he's no public figure. And he's not even supposed to be here. So, I mean, technically, he's really not a public figure. But let's just devil's advocate, fine, he's a public figure. Doesn't matter. Public figures all the time do fucked up shit to children. Why is it any different that Jamie could or is? Like, so what? She has a boyfriend now. If I was her boyfriend, I'd probably be fucking pissed off at Jamie too. That's just another thing. So now we continue on here. Oh, yeah, there's that. There's what this is all about, Jamie. Her daughter wants to F me, apparently. That is so. And I mean, I hear that this laughing emoji is Amy. If so, it just doesn't make sense why someone would even laugh to that comment. But I'm trying to find the first.
Well, from what I understand, that screenshot wasn't even from a mod chat. It was from a different chat. Yeah, it was from some other different private chat that I think Amy, Amber, Jamie, Robbie was in. Someone else, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's fucked up. So this was her second post that got deleted now that it's not there. So this is her second statement about this situation. I will not respond to you again after this, Amy Tiffany. I didn't know Amy Tiffany was a person. That's a Amy Tiffany. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I know she's talking about Amy and Tiffany, but should comma after Amy and then period after Tiffany, whatever.
I think you're getting a little too much into it, babe, because you can't say that because you don't do it on yours.
I suck at grammar. I'm doing that to throw it back at them. Like, if you want to play tit for tat, I can grammar whore you too. Like, I don't care. Like, that's the minimum of it. But I just wanted to throw that out there. I can't fucking do my spell check. Fuck. Dismiss this. I got another thing. I will not respond to you again after this, Amy Tiffany. I have a job and just cannot come on panel when I spoke of abuse. It was verbal abuse. It was verbal abuse. I was going to call him out on it, but instead it was handled privately. So there Samantha is saying it was verbal abuse. About what? I mean, are you talking about the daughter? Are you talking about who? I mean, you left a lot of open area for talking.
Well, what I was going to say, okay, what exactly was verbal abuse? Is it the statement that was screenshotted, or is it something else that was verbal abuse? I'm confused as to what she's talking about.
Yeah, she left it very
Is
open
there
for
more in it?
speculation. It leaves it open for speculation. And I mean, this is her statement to the public about this in the situation. So, I mean, yeah, she took it down, but she made it public. I was going to call him out on it, but instead it was handled privately. I told Jamie how I felt about the way he spoke to people behind the scenes. But people say horrible shit when they're upset, hurt, and angry, myself included at times. You should know because you do too. You, Amy, sat back and continued supporting him after sending me this screenshot in May. Hey, we all make mistakes. I will say that. At least she owned up. Jamie, I did not talk shit about you privately when this came out. And Tiffany and Amy and Milan were quick to hop on a 3-way call with me in May, right after sending the screenshots. They said Amber needed to know about this and that he had also been seen flirting with other women online. And I agreed. There was a lot of things said. Anything I said regarding the emails was Jamie being typical egotistical self. Even after the weeks after everyone was in agreement, this didn't make Jamie a predo. This is fucking insane. This is a serious topic, but he wasn't being serious. So Jamie, you're not when they're saying, hey, this is a serious topic, you're saying this about my daughter, he wasn't taking it seriously. Are you fucking kidding? The fuck, dude? Bro. I did have some words to say regarding the comments made at Amy and Retro and Michelle's. As you know, I was hurt and confided in people who I thought were friends. Once you and I spoke, that was the end of it. I told Amy, you and I spoke and she said she was happy working things out just last week. Isn't that funny? I was never trying to set anyone up. I wish myself and my daughter would have been left the fuck out of it. Yeah, but you Samantha yourself could have put an end to this ever becoming a thing by just bringing it to law enforcement, doing your diligence as a parent and protecting your daughter. For fuck's sake, protect your daughter. And the timeline's down here that I talk about. It is easy to become all riled up when things are said in the moment. Then clarity kicks in afterwards. All those times of, can you talk? You talk too much. That's the problem. And it's quite infectious. Girl power, if you will. Gas each other up and gossip and talk shit. I should have known better and kept my ass separated from any of your bullshit. All of this stemming from your hatred for Tiffany, Amy. My daughter was born in April 2005. The comment in Mod Chat was made in December 2022. Do the math. They were already talking because that was put in a chat where Amy released it to Samantha. The talking was already happening. So, was she 16 or was she 17? That's what I'm saying. Because you left this all fucked up. And I'm stuck with late 16, early 17-year-old when all this went down. I was shown back in May 2023. Amy, you worry about your own kids and grandkids, and I'll worry about mine. Don't threaten me or try to intimidate me with blackmail. All I am guilty of is trying to be a good friend and taking shit when Jamie was being an ass. I don't give a single fuck what any of you have to think of me. I know who I am, and I didn't ask for any of this. Yeah, you did. Samantha, yeah, you did. You knew in YouTube everything gets out. Everything comes out when it's something this bad. You didn't stand up for your daughter. Again, neglect. You neglected to protect your daughter from a predator. So sitting here saying all you are guilty of is being a good friend, you're worried about the friendships. What about your fucking daughter? God damn. Fuck the friends. When your kid, your blood, is being attacked by an abusive piece of shit, you were worried about your fucking friends. You will not weaponize my family by using information I told you in confidence to slander somebody else. You no longer support this you don't no longer support. This is abusive and this is predatory. Recording phone calls? Wow, I'm not fucking around. Leave me and my family alone now. And Ellie will be alerted if needed. Your BS is putting my family in danger. Listen here. I sat with people who recorded phone calls. I sat with people who sit and chat and take screenshots of it. That's not predatory. That's just being a dick. That's not abusive. That's being a shitty person. Who's being a predator is Jamie. Who's being abusive to their daughter? You. You neglected to protect her. It takes one, and I'm not going to call for it. I'm just saying you opened yourself up for one person to get a wild hair up their ass and alert CPS on you, and they do an investigation on Jamie. And they look at your daughter's emails, they look at your messages, and they release the fucking information to Ellie, and Ellie will take care of Jamie. That's what you should have fucking done, Samantha. God, take care of your kids. I'm going to take a quick
I agree.
woosah moment.
A quick, yeah.
Because I get so pissed when people don't take care of their children. Like, please call me, my panel guest, if anyone, say how I'm wrong. I would love a good discussion on this.
Well,
Because
I
that right there is a big
wouldn't
issue
let
that
my
Jamie's
grown-up
forgetting about.
children near him.
Hmm?
I wouldn't even let my grown-up children near him.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't even recommend, if someone's like, oh yeah, I saw this Jamie Lycan theory channel, I think he's kind of cool. I'd be like, bro, let me tell you his whole story, and let me still think if you think he's cool. Like, there is so much shit to this, guys. And Jamie just wants to sit here and blame Amy. Amy's the bad one. Amy never talked to a child inappropriately. Amy never hurt a child or never left the girlfriend without an Uber. Like, let's be real. Because remember, predatory behavior doesn't just end at children and sexual abuse. Predatory behavior also is how you treat women and children, really, is how when a man acts in predatory behavior, it's how he treats women and children, the vulnerable. I gotta turn my volume. You're low, Sally.
I said, do you want me to send the link to Kim?
Oh, absolutely. If you want, send Kim the link. I would love to.
What I was going to say
I'm gonna drop the link eventually.
Is if you notice at the bottom of that post how she said recording the conversation, and then after that was her post, she was gone. So what about it that was recording that conversation, right? If nothing happened, nothing was true, there was no talk of whatever between him and the daughter, then why is she so upset about the conversation being recorded? That's what I don't understand.
The link's in our chat, Kim.
So I have two theories on why Samantha left YouTube. I've kind of come up to two. One theory is her husband told her, this shit ends here. This is it. Or I'm taking our kids and I'm out. I think the husband honestly gave her an ultimatum and said, nope, we're done. This is getting involved in my family way too much. You need to fucking leave. And I bet you she'd dip the fuck on out of there because that's the right thing to do. The next thing to do would be still to call law enforcement. You have the steps to still take to save yourself, Samantha. But at this point, you've done shit.
JS full text. Send them to Glenn on the email that's run along the bottom there. Kim, the links in our chat.
I think she was. I think she was referring to someone else coming and saying that they had links to more of Jamie's fuckery or some shit.
I'm just gonna copy the link and just drop it in chat. Fuck it.
We
We can welcome up all the fuckheads.
I've got it here. Oh, you've done it.
But let's be real here. Jamie and Samantha currently are the issue. Yeah, you can email me whatever you got. My email's ticking at the bottom. I would love to get the links. People have been sending me links lately. It's great. By the way, on my community wall, there's another video from someone that's not even in our community that's talking about the MGTOW stuff and talking about Jamie, talking about how many women he's actually done this to.
Mm-hmm.
So I do recommend. I don't remember her name.
What was it, Trish? I did see it.
What was her name? If you go to, I'm trying to think who shared it. I know Bitch for Life shared it. Scotty shared it. Quite a bit of people, have been sharing it. I forget what her name is, but you'll see it. She's known Jamie since 2017 and 18, and she's just wondering why people are so surprised because he's from MGTOW, and he said that's how
this is
they
how
treat
it is.
women. Yeah, it's how they treat women. It's how
it
it is. Yeah,
he'll never protect a woman. He's not a protector. He's a little bitch boy and only cares about himself. That's pretty much it. Sunflowers is in the name. Yeah, she's great. She put out good information, and she's not even from this side. So it's like if you want another perspective of how Jamie is, that's neutral, go over there. That's how she fucking nailed it.
Sorry, I did get the link, but it's the wrong one.
I mean,
I put your new background there for you if you want to.
Oh, my old one?
If you want to replace it, yes, I made you a new one.
I'll have to replace it on another live. This one, this computer isn't the fastest. I mean, it was a cheap laptop that I went and bought myself, but it's going to get the job done, and it's going to fucking get my word out there. By the way, y'all, I'm working up on my 500 hours. We currently have 100 hours, so if you watch my shit, we can get us monetization over here.
Yeah, Fractal Flowers with Charisse Van Horn. That's the name.
Here's the link to the video. Here's the link to the video that.
Definitely go watch that video because she explains Jamie's MGTOW background, why we're all surprised. Who's in the back? There's someone in the back area. Let me put up a pin.
Well, who is it?
It's Kim, but I don't know.
Well, what do you got to put the pin screen up for? It's Kim.
I want to be sure. I don't know. I don't know.
Kim, show your pin right now. Do it.
Your pin.
Can you pin me?
Can I just say one thing that's bothering me, right?
You can say whatever you would love.
To this. So the story, as I'm understanding it, right, is okay. They're claiming that he didn't email with the daughter. He only emailed with Samantha, correct? So
that's what he's claiming.
Yeah. So is that better? Because what that means is that knowing that this is an almost 40-year-old man and knowing that her daughter is a minor, she's like, oh, my minor has a crush on Jamie. I think I'm going to tell him all about it. And whatever that looked like turned into him being like, I think her daughter wants to fuck me. That's not a better story. What that means is that mom was pushing her minor in front of this predator. Okay? It's like, oh, well, this doesn't make him a predator. The thing that she said or whatever doesn't make him what's a good word?
Pervert.
Pervert. a Pleato. No. When he was talking to a 13-year-old on a panel asking the difference between, relations in the behind with a man versus relations with a woman. No, that's what made him a Pleato. Okay. That's what did it. Right. So pushing your daughter in front of somebody who ended their shows for almost a year with, if there's grass on the field, play ball. Get the fuck out of here. That's a better story. No, that makes me real worried.
Yeah, that means she's pimping out her daughter to Jamie.
Yeah,
and that's a whole nother ball game of all it takes is one phone call.
If you think about it, like that's supposed to be the more innocent version of the story. That actually raises more concerns for me. And it's like, nobody needs to, you don't have to have like a big old group share thing, but it's like, a member of my family went through something like this, with us, another member of the family. And it was devastating when we all found out. It's, she's right. It is very serious. So why would you do that? I'm still trying to figure, like, is the fangirling need to fangirl over there so big that even our minor children become the collateral that we'll use because, hey, my minor has a crush on you? Let me tell you about it. Let me get in emails and tell you about it. Because that's the more innocent version of the story that they're trying to push out here. It's
I actually agree with
that was crazy to me when I was, and it was right here that I'm like going, wait. So that's their version. That's the version. So I bet she's worried about that phone call because God knows what was said.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's like she's still worried about that phone call, and then she was just like out after that,
like just gone.
And then the thing is, right? So Amber, Samantha, Amy, and Milan were on that phone call, right? So they all know the truth and what was said. So someone's not telling the truth.
Well, and only one person left the whole internet, huh?
Exactly.
You guys, I don't know.
And the only people that should...
I'm starting to think the only people left there are sick MFs, I'm telling you. Well, and here's the other thing, too. I just want to present this thought, which I also put in chat, but I'll say this. Listen, if okay, let's make it a boy and a girl, right? So when my son was a minor, let's say some lady, right, is like all like flattered because she thinks that my minor has a crush on her and wants to F her and articulates that in some way. I don't care if she knows that he's a minor or not. Guess what? I'm no longer comfortable with that thinking about the fact that she in any way thought about my child in a sexual way.
Yeah.
I certainly am not promulgating it, hanging out with the person, thinking it's cute, dropping their pay links, and trying to defend it on my way out. I mean, I just legit will not be comfortable at all with that person. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be comfortable with that person.
That's what I think. The husband laid down the law in the first place, was like, hey, don't continue conversations with this guy. And she did. And so now the husband's like, no, you're getting off the fucking internet and we're done with this. Don't talk to Jamie ever again.
Well, and the claims about that call are that you could hear the dad in the background. What the fuck happened that would cause the dad to get so hyped up in the background?
Well, listen, not only that, but if you go back and read Milan's post, she doesn't go into like detail about every single thing that was said in there, but from what she described, it was not a very what's the word? It was not a very
friendly phone call.
Yeah. And it seemed to go more in favor of something bad happening than in something good happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anti-lichen legion. That's the other thing. I don't mean to even pivot on the topic because I feel like this one's so important. But in case you guys forgot, it was less than 2 months ago that he took up collections. He passed the legal collection plate because me and Crafton were supposed to get served for calling him Fogel Legion, which I completely stand the fuck by. And guess what? Nothing has ever been done with that. He's so full of shit. He's just going for the Natasha Cooper bag on this one, though. I heard it's like 15.
This is a straight grift. Like, I'm not. I pray to God you take me to court, Jamie, because first thing I'm gonna ask is we look at your hard drive to prove that what I'm saying is not true. So he also wants to run with this. The burden of proof falls on us. He's trying to say now he's going to take us to court and it's going to be us to prove that we're right. No. You have to prove what we're saying is wrong and hurt your business. Your business doesn't exist anymore because you've been kicked off of your one platform that you were using.
Mm-hmm.
And we're attacking you on that platform because you're not even supposed to be. I don't even call it attacking. I call it calling out what we see.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. He's not suing anybody, you guys. Defamation has all kinds of prongs to it. But one of the most important, right, is that it has to have cost you financially in some way. It can't just hurt your reputation.
Exactly.
You're like, oh, it has to hurt your finances. Someone explain to me how a banned motherfucker on YouTube, right, on channel whatever he's on, because he's going to outdo Natasha. He can't make money here. He's prohibited from it. He's here. He's a scab. Mm-hmm. So where is that element going to come? He's so full of shit. This is a grift. It's so fucking obvious. And the only thing that we can all sit back and be like, feel warm and fuzzy about is so far all of his public donors, it's all coming out of Jessica Lynn's pocket. That's what I love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang, I forgot what I was going to say.
He doesn't need ties, so he's got a grift for something else now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was going to say too. So remember on the fundraiser, right? He's got it under Punksthetic. He doesn't go by Punksthetic on here. Nobody knows him by Punksthetic LLC, correct? Everybody knows him as
his
handle on here, right? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. His t-shirt business isn't what's advertised.
If he tries to,
you know what I mean?
Well, no, here, let me just give credit, right? If he's going to try to say that he's losing t-shirt sales, he better be prepared to show that he didn't start losing t-shirt sales a while ago. It has to directly correlate. I mean, and the other thing, he also has to prove that it's not true because all the other person. So let's pretend it's TT since that's who he's talking about this time, or if it's me and Crafton.
We're your lapdogs. We're your lapdogs, Kim and Crafton.
Oh well.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'm an associate.
Well, we're associates, but his other word is lapdog.
Like the mob, we're all associates. That's grand.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a little nice. I was like, that's kind of.
It was titled to Crafton Barnes, Kim Barnes, and Associates.
Ooh, let's make an LLC.
Yeah, right. Let's do that.
We can charge them.
Called the Associates, not the.
Oh my God, Chance Valtrick, is that true? He only makes $2 a shirt. Oh, he so lives off his parents, you guys. This is why it doesn't matter to him. I mean, I do believe when he says his booze fund, that's really what it goes to. The shit he doesn't want his parents to know that he's spending the money on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm sure his mom watches his YouTube.
Didn't he claim that once?
That's what I heard.
I think Scotty said that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if there's one thing we learned this 2023, right, is we learned what defamation is, how it works by the Depp Heard case. Am I right?
Thank you.
Am I right? So he obviously wasn't watching it. He obviously wasn't watching it to try and do a defamation case.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And once you do that cease and desist, you're also supposed to stop talking about these people. It's like we're gonna stop at this point. Like, it doesn't just work one way. You send the letter to us, and then we go, yeah, we're done talking.
He's wanting to predicate it on the fact that there are those of us who will flat say that it's predatory. Some of us will go as far as to say it's, pedophilic,
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have a hard time. He has to show that we have no reasonable way to believe this without being malicious. I'm sorry. Just if there's grass on the field, play ball, I mean, for life or what the fuck ever. The 13-year-old point conversation. Now this. Good motherfucking luck. He's not going to do it. He's just going to pocket the money.
course he is.
I
Like,
don't
the
even
last
know
one
that a
he
lawyer
did.
would take it. There's so many problems with this.
Well, I mean, the lawyer wouldn't take it because it would touch into an actual crime, flat out. It would turn from a personal injury or loss into a now we're gonna have to turn this into a criminal case, and I won't touch it.
Grafton couldn't wait for me to walk in the door to be like, "Did you see my community post?"
I
And I
fucking
looked over,
love
I'm
this
like-
community post, by the way.
I'm like, stop it! He cut and pasted right from a personal some like ambulance chaser website.
Oh no,
Well,
yeah,
well, you
he
could
left the
tell he
hyperlink.
didn't write that. Yeah, you could tell he
Yeah.
didn't write that himself. And,
That
and another
ends,
thing-
Right?
that ends, by the way, the website ends with, "Give us a call for a free legal consultation." And he's like, 15 G's, bring it on. Oh, it's just this ridiculous. But
well, that
No,
and here's another thing that I want to get on record right now. If
Mhm.
somebody wants to give me a cease and desist, I will be willing to accept one by mail via lawyer, and it needs to be notarized. And then in return, I will be sending you one as well. That is
Yeah,
the
we
only
don't-
way that I will be doing cease and desist letters.
You don't do cease and assist on your community post. It doesn't work like that. It has to be notarized and official.
Oh my god! No! Wait! He did a cease and assist on his community post.
Yes,
He did.
that's
He
yes,
did 4 of
On his
them.
band
He did
channel.
4 of them.
yes. He did 4 of them on his band channel.
What
Yes.
the fuck? That does not count as service, bruh. Good the
know,
fuck
right?
luck. Good the fuck luck. And the fucking channel will be gone tomorrow, right? I mean,
Right.
what
So
are
then
we-
the cease and desist letters are gone.
Yeah, well, he's in all this fucking. Well, he can screenshot it all he wants. The point is, it's not fucking service, right? I could put some shit on like my rando site, you know, that nobody knows where it's at because that's kind of his channel, you know. Like the only people that go there are the people that support him. That's the other problem he's going to have a hard time with. He's still doing fundraisers and people are giving him money. Okay?
Oh,
Well,
I
I mean, that $1,000 came from himself. I don't care who's going to name themselves Tonky Tits when he's the only one who calls TT that. So he's donated $1,000 and 50 at least. All the anonymous are him.
Yeah,
We
I
know
think,
Jamie donates to himself.
yeah. Is it on PayPal?
No,
No,
it's on fundraiser.
fundraiser.
Oh, okay.
So he's doing it that way, and it's for his under his punk aesthetic fundraiser account.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because he wants to be a big LLC. Hey, Jamie, can I ask you a question? Can you show me your license for your business?
The other thing that's beautiful, you guys, right? Let's just pretend. Let's pretend that he's going to do it. Let's pretend he's not agoraphobic and won't leave his house, right? Let's just pretend. Okay. Let's pretend he comes up with maybe he gets a good story to tell mommy and daddy and whatever. He goes through with it. Whoever he serves will do fine in fundraising, if only for the discovery.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then oops, what do they got in the discovery?
Mhm.
And you know what? He's so worried about his mod chat getting out. I know he's really worried about that. But do you realize one of the first things, if I go to court over this, and I'm going to ask for that mod chat, 100%, it's going to prove whether you're a pedophile or not.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's more than that. You guys, he'll say it's joking. And, frankly, it probably
Oh, he
is.
likes his dark
But
humor.
no, I'm talking. There's another person in their old community who loves to put that they slept with Jamie in chats, a male, right? I mean, there's a bunch of shit where it's like, bro, you have had this reputation for longer than most of us have known you. How are you going to say anything's harmed your reputation when it was your reputation coming into the community?
Yep. Amen, Kim. I wish I had a little bell. Ding, 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 ding. Fuck
Here,
yeah. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
So, I mean, people like ODN weren't part of, true crime as it turned into trauma, Natasha awareness, none of that shit. They weren't part of it. They're not part of the crafting community. They're not part of that. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's funny that was his reputation then. This is his long-standing reputation. Good luck, man. Good luck.
It's just Jamie doing what Jamie's done all along, and I'm not afraid of the guy. That guy don't make me scared one bit. Matter of fact, I decided to come out of retirement to fuck with him a little bit because I'm fucking tired of him fucking with kids and women.
I barely got home and I was like, there's a notification that Glenn's going live. That's awesome.
Like I said, I'm back. I made this channel to do originally, and I'm going to sound like GW here to go at Natasha Cooper. But, Jamie, I think I want to go after you. You seem like a more of a threat to this community than Natasha Cooper.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense, JS. That totally makes sense. We know for a fact him and Sarah used to make up. See, and that's why I was asking if it was on PayPal, because I'm like, I don't know how fundraiser works. But like on PayPal, you can do pledges. So like we used to do that. If people gave us money through, let's say, Cash App, we would plug it in as pledges from ourselves or whatever, because what it does is it takes up some of the space, and shows people an accurate reflection of what you've raised. It's just that some of it comes in different ways. I don't know fundraisers like that, where for all we know, it's a stupid pledge that they're never going to put the money into,
I mean, I hope they get him for a scam. I mean, at the end of the day, he's not going to take any of us to court. So don't donate to him and ask for a fucking refund. Straight up, he's not going to donate to us. If anyone actually
ask for a receipt, ask to see the receipt, and now he'll probably make one up or whatever. But I'm sorry, but you guys remember like when Robbie was going to court, Robbie like gave out the name
up there now,
of
Good
his.
For her.
No, I'm saying CJ will do the receipts for
right.
Oh, make it a fake receipt. Make the fake receipt.
I can make you one. I'll make you a fucking receipt.
Can I just say something? That I just quickly flipped over to listen to Jamie's for 2 seconds, and they're trying to deflect off this. So they've got he's playing Brittany, and I hope Brittany, you can strike him. He's playing your live, and there's Brittany and Amy up on there, and he's playing Brittany's live. CJ's up on the panel, and she's like, let me just say this. They went after us for saying about TT's child. We never mentioned her child by the name, but Sally and her motley crew were up there saying about Nikki's deceased child and blah, 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 blah. So she's trying to deflect it onto something else now.
They're trying to deflect the story whichever way it will stick.
Well, I mean, there's been some stretches out there that I'm like, wow, they're just doing anything right now to be like, what about this? What about that?
Yeah,
is this going to work? If I say this, will this work? Yeah, no. Nothing's going to change my story anymore. My story is, Jamie, you're a predo. I will show all the proof every time I get it. And I'll tell you what, if you guys want to stick next to that guy and be a predo protector, then you go down too. Because you can be put as complicit.
I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else, right? And there's people that had seen the 13-year-old stuff and heard those panels and things like that. And I know it wasn't the first time Odeon played it, but the first time that I saw it over on Odeon's, I remember the feeling and how grossed out I was, and just like, oh my God, this is.
Yeah, he wants to say those were like the bad kids, the rebel kids that said fucking shit. Bad words and knew about it all already.
By the way,
that doesn't make it okay.
The most vulnerable population to fucking predos, by the way. The most fucking vulnerable population. The young kids that are on the rough side of the road, that don't have supervision, that talk that way, that are out there being promiscuous. They're the ones that fucking people like him target. Shut the fuck up blaming the kid. No, the kid's a fucking kid. And you were so flattered that your kids were enamored, right? Just like you're flattered that you think a 16-year-old wants to F you. He's a fucking gross ass. I mean, I don't know how people can get around it, but it's like, no, the second I heard that, I mean, it was just done. Me and Crafton varied on this because I'm like, no, there are reasonable minds that would listen to that and be like, no, that's pedophilic behavior right there. That's problematic. At the very
least, look at the women that he's sort of gone to on these tubes. Yeah. They've all been single, vulnerable women
with kids,
drug issues, and young children. Yeah.
Yes. Amen. So where's my bell again? Yes. Yes.
He picks the most vulnerable out of the community.
I remember thinking at that time, I'm like, anybody who's going to stand by this is warped in the head. Warped. And I feel like all that's happened since then is we're one at a time finding out that these women are fucking warped.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and-
Jamie,
and
that's
listen-
right. Jamie did join that group knowing they were all kids. The Discord.
Yeah.
He went to pick out the most vulnerable of those kids and invite them over.
He went into a kids Discord, you guys, and people are like, oh, he dropped like, graphic pictures, and people talk about it like in horror kind of things. No, we're talking Gannon Stouch kind of pictures, as in there's private parts that were shown. It was not just a matter of a dismembered situation. We're talking about the deceased child's
Body part.
Yeah. We're part of it. I mean, think about how fucking gross. He did that in a kid's Discord.
That alone is a crime. That alone in itself is a crime.
Too.
That you cannot give a sexually explicit or graphic material to children.
Yeah.
Like,
there's a lot of things, you guys, and it's like it gets frustrating because people from his old community, they've known this stuff and they've tried to tell everybody, and I'm sure, and it's like here we are, but it's like, no, there's no excuse for any of that. He might, in his sick, warped brain, you guys, he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room and he's going to give a reason. There's no reason. And at this point, how much smoke do you need to realize there's a fucking fire? And I said this to Crafton back then when we were talking about it. He's like, well, I think it's like a stretch to say pedophilia, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Crafton, things like this, it's like, the tip of the iceberg that you ever get to see. This is just the stuff he did publicly. We don't know. You want to be the one to defend anything that might be happening privately? You know what's on his computer? I'm sorry. I happen to know JT's 4-year-old with a photoshopped member that has commenced is in that fucking computer somewhere. You're gonna profess to know what else is. I mean, he understood what I was talking about.
It's okay, Rose. And I also want to say, anybody that has left from there, right? It is true. You do see things for like your eyes are wide open once you leave from there, right? And everybody knows that, like, not everybody has love for Amy since she's left, right? But she has admitted and came and just has honestly been like, yeah, I did that in defense of Jamie, right? And then that was admitted tonight whenever Amber was like, oh yeah, she was doing all this digging, right? And it was said in defense of Jamie, and she's admitted that. And it takes a lot of balls to admit that shit, so I do respect her for that.
Yeah, Rose, I know you just got here, Rose, but that's what we were talking about. So
I just wish that it would be like, that they could be truthful with themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing too. Here's my thought on that. You, like, everybody, actually, yes, Sally Ann too. All of us here can attest. Like, hindsight's 2020. We all were like regular panelists, like, fucking in deep with Natasha Cooper, thought she was our friend, all of that for a long time. That feeling you have when you get out and suddenly you see shit, like you see it clearly and you realize, like, my ass was sitting there the whole time. What in my head made that? Like, how did I excuse that? How did I participate in that? How did I defend that? It's like a shitty feeling, but it's that thing you have to go through, because otherwise you're just signing up to be part of worse and worse. Everyone just has to, like, get past it. Don't be ashamed. Like, oh gosh, I once sat next to this piece of shit, or I once dated this piece of shit, or whatever the case may be. It's just like delaying admitting that he is a very warped piece of shit that's dangerous. Delaying that is not the way. It's just, I don't know how they can anymore. I just don't know.
And I'm with you on that. But most of those women over there are single mothers.
I know.
So they're all putting their children in harm if Jamie finds one of their daughters attractive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would that be okay? Because it's only satire or whatever he calls it.
He's just joking. Yeah.
It's just dark humor. It's just dark humor.
He didn't know,
I have no remorse for Amber at all. But I mean, he left her at the fucking airport, stranded.
And she's still eating this shit. And she still goes back. She's like, happy.
That one I don't understand at all.
Because they're warped. These are broken, warped women.
Mhm.
I know that they'll come. I mean, but stand in fucking line for the bitches that are coming. I don't care. They're like a certain segment and mentality of people that are just not my people. I mean, my stomach can't take it. It's just gross. And I'm like, how can you have children and be a mother and not have any reaction to hearing that 13-year-old or push your fucking 16-year-old in front of him? The
Mhm.
fuck? He was very flattered. I don't want some bitch flattered over my 16-year-old boy.
No.
I wouldn't want my daughter to be flat, or if
No.
I had a kid, to have a 40-year-old be flattered by that.
You have
Like,
future,
not at all.
you have future stepkids, and I know that if like Crafton was here right now, he'd say the same thing. It's just like no. There's something wrong, and there's something broken, and there's something that's very sick about this whole situation, and the fact that people hang with it, even though they have children that age.
Well, and I'm also a little perturbed about why it was swept under the rug for 5 months. Because, well, I mean, actually, no, I'm not. Because remember, it was originally told that she was going to go to LE, right? So I'm not really perturbed. I'm just wondering as to why it wasn't checked up on earlier and sooner. So maybe something could have been, checked back on. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
there's
now
no
it
statute of
just,
limitations on that kind of
well,
stuff.
I know, but what I'm saying though is like, if people are going to take people at their word, right? Why don't you just double check? Like, hey, do you remember when you said this? Did you ever do that? Right?
Mhm.
Checking back in on that, and then if not, then like be like, well, then I think that you need to do that.
Yeah,
And
I
then
get it.
You know what I mean? And then it's just crazy. It's just crazy that now it's come out. Now it's a big huge deal. She left the platform and all this stuff. If it wasn't that big of a deal, why did you leave the platform?
Right.
Because there's something out there. There's something out there that would look even worse. I believe that fully.
That's what it comes down to. I mean, that's.
And let's be real, you guys. What we could. I mean, listen. Hey, I'll give him a little bit of credit here. Okay, I'll give
You're
him.
gonna give him credit.
I'm going to give him the smallest amount of credit here. This really could be just a mom that's such a fucking groupie that she's going to shove her daughter in his fucking face and talk about how much she likes and admires, and you're so cute. Whatever. But the point is, who showed the daughter how to get to his fucking channel, right?
Mhm.
Who told him? I'm just, like I said, I'm sticking with their like more, quote unquote, more innocent version of events. Well, what that makes Samantha is a fucking fangirl groupie who will use her daughter to do it, right? So now I have no problem calling him, whatever we want to call it, Jay Kelly,
J. Fogel Kelly.
Yeah. That's some fucking R. Kelly shit right there, Samantha. Only he's not fucking R. Kelly.
And yeah, and
He's
if you
a
haven't
fucking
seen,
little
yeah,
squat YouTuber who's lost his channel and sells fucking t-shirts for $2 a pop. He's nobody in the larger scheme of life. He doesn't have any fucking. He's not a public figure. That's so ridiculous.
Even my grown-up daughters would get freaked out how much time I spent with him.
He wanted to fly out to Samantha's to meet her daughter.
See, now Jamie's wondering why he doesn't know where we got that. Samantha's trying to fly out. Now I get it, Jamie. It's from Amy, so you're going to be like, it's stupid. Amy's just making shit up out her ass. Blah blah blah.
Except for Amy would be the one in blue. So who's talking in black? Amber?
Right.
Oh, so Amber was under the impression, Jamie, that you wanted to fly out to Samantha's all in order to meet her daughter.
What the
There
fuck?
it is.
Your girlfriend at the time, remember? Your co-branded closest best girl is the one who is saying that? Are you saying Amber's a liar? Is Amber in his chat tonight?
Yeah. Amber was on. They were on Amber's panel together today.
Oh, I see. So this is Amber saying this. He's cool with Amber, and yet she's the source of this piece of information. Well, that's worth a die,
And when Jamie said he doesn't know where we got the information about, or doesn't understand why we think that he was going to fly and meet her, Amber was right there.
Oh yeah, Amber's up on panel now.
Amber was up on panel.
Great. What gives us that impression, Jamie? Well, it's not our impression. It's the girl that was closest to you at the time's statement. That's not an impression. That's a statement. So all we're doing is believing your best girl.
We're believing your number one girl who's sitting right next to you right now.
Right
you want
now.
to go out and meet her.
Mm-hmm.
So your girlfriend or your ex or whatever whatever you want to classify her
You're
as
hit it and quit it. Mm-hmm.
Literally is the one who told us he wanted to fly out and meet Samantha's daughter. Yeah. Let that sink in. That right there is a predator. He wants to fly out and meet a child.
Oh, anti-Lycan Legion. Wow.
Now, if you guys are okay with Jamie going out to meet a child, you are fucked up. You got some fucked up shit.
Go and meet Amber.
Why would any of us not?
Wait. I just got something.
Why would
Made Amber fly out to see you, but yet you will go and fly and see a minor. You are fucked up, bro. I just thought about that. Wow.
Well, right. Wait. Yeah. Like it just, and I used to say that, like, well, he was willing to fly out to meet Tiffany, but let's be real. He was in love with Tiffany. Okay. I think most
that's a different, I will say that will be a different story.
Yeah. So apparently, oh God, some Chris Hansen shit, isn't it? A minor is just that alluring. I mean, they're right up there on par with, the one that got away.
So, Jamie, I know you like adult beverages, but see, that's an adult beverage. You can't give that to a minor. So when you are going to hang out with Samantha's daughter, were you also going to supply her illegal alcohol and drugs? Yeah, bud.
He's so
because you like to go to bars, you like to play at the barcade. So where are you going to take a 16-year-old girl?
Well, maybe that was the problem. Maybe when he met up with Amber, she looked too old. I mean, I'm saying that happened just, but it's something I just thought of,
I mean, it does happen, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the word out was that she catfished him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I've been like sneezing like crazy.
See, I've never interacted with Raleigh, and I don't know, was he in? I think it's because, like, when I first started absolutely hating the fuck out of Eli, I think maybe Raleigh was in his chats. Maybe I know he isn't anymore, but
wasn't Jamie? You know who I saw in Jamie's chat the other day that surprised me?
That's interesting. That is interesting, though. I had not heard that, you guys. Thanks for telling me. Who?
Stevie Wonder was in Jamie's chat.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Well, they're all from like the old community, so that makes sense to me.
But he was over here supporting this at one point. Now he's back over there. Fucking talk about flip flopping.
Yeah, a lot of them have been around him for a long time, and they do tend to kind of hate each other one minute and then like each other the next. And it's the true ones that are like I said, it's a different story with him. It's not just any old YouTube beef, you guys, or any old this isn't people trying to talk shit on him because it's just such a great, thing to do. No, I mean, this is like people genuinely see these things, hear these things, watch these things, and it's like your eyes get open, and it reveals to you this like dark human being that you don't want to be around, that disturbs you. It's disturbing. I was maybe 2 days ago. I couldn't believe it, but I shared a loofah post. But the post simply said #ODN was right.
I mean, ODN was right, and I won't say I always said ODN was right. Like I still support ODN.
Same.
He does some crazy shit, but yeah. I do too.
Yeah. No, I did right.
And
he's not wrong. He's not wrong about Jamie. He's passionate about it, but he's not wrong about Jamie. He's not.
I even said in Crafton's chat the other night, honestly, he probably should have stayed in that Pedo Hunters Facebook group. You guys shouldn't have fucking said anything. That's just my opinion. I respect, because Trisha also told him.
I know. Well, you are different though. Like, our spouses feel different about that particular thing. But I don't know. To me, that's natural repercussions.
That's just you play. If the grass is green on the field and you play on the field, don't be surprised when the cops show up.
Yeah, that's how.
You know,
Mhm.
like it just
Has
blows me
anybody-
away.
That saying reminds me. Have you guys ever seen the movie A Time to Kill? That
Yeah,
has Matthew McConaughey and Samuel L. Jackson.
I love them.
Remember how they R-ed his little girl? That's literally the thing he said right before he did the deed. Or something like, or if it's able to crawl or walk or something like that, it's good to go or some shit. Like that's exactly what those sayings remind me of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And those aren't. Those are fucking sick people that say that shit to a child and would be okay with saying that dark humor.
No, you know what he tried to say about that? He's like, I was playing a character. It's like what, Predatory?
I was in character, yeah.
He was playing.
He was
was
playing a character that's telling people, hey, I mean, as long as we all know what that means, you guys. It means if there's any maturity, causing hair growth, then it's fair game. That's what that saying means. He's sick. He's a sick shit. Hiding in plain sight. That's not unusual either for these kind of people to fucking hide in plain sight like that.
Who is the character? Is it Three Tit Terry?
Oh my god, the Three Tit Terry. I'm so glad somebody, like the little bit I got to like 15 minutes of TT's live or whatever. Somebody finally, I guess it was Brittany, asked about that, and I'm glad they finally explained it because I've been hearing that. I'm like, I'm kind of curious what this is about, but then I'm like, okay, now I get it. Glad I heard the story. But no, I was thinking actually on this one, and I'm going to do another R. Kelly reference here. The hiding in plain sight. How much did R. Kelly rap and sing about fucking with minors, right? It's like the hiding in plain sight.
And the public figure remark, how Samantha said, oh, he's just a public figure type of crush. Like I said earlier, public figures cross the line all the fucking time.
Well, he's not a public figure. He'd like to think that.
None of us
are. I mean, we all know that. None of us are Bailey Sarian around here, right? I would, even if we would just, and legally, by the way, the legal definition of a public figure when you're talking about slander and defamation is usually referring to political folks, government officials, things like that. So we're using it in this more kind of slang way. But even that, I'm going to say famous, okay? Famous people. Jamie's not famous. None of us around here are, okay?
He's not.
Hey, now listen, I'll have you know. I get mistaken for Mick Jagger all the damn time, okay? I'll have you know.
I mean, Sally's famous for her crafts and stuff.
Well, Sally's famous for her crafts. Trisha's famous for her tarot cards. Kim's famous for ripping someone a new asshole. I'm famous for being
You're notorious, Glenn.
I'm just I'm notorious. I'm back, motherfucker.
No, exactly. You know what, Xana? Exactly.
Sally,
Sally's new crafts. Sally's new crafts. I love it. Look, they're little willies.
Oh my god, that is so I love it.
They're little willies.
Hold on. Bring it on up. Bring it back up, Sally.
Look at the little pee-pees.
We've even got a hole.
The other one's it almost looks gnomish, but not.
I told her to put on top of one of her nuts when she's making a big holiday.
Shut up, crap.
She's got ones that glow in the dark too.
Oh
no, that's it. I'm calling my personal injury lawyer on this.
Are you defaming Crafton's weed?
They're so cute. They're little willies.
They're so cute.
I have a question. Do you think that's bigger than Jamie's willy?
I was just about to say, Jamie would be well.
Looking at them just made me slip and fall, so I'm going to give it credit too.
Well, those are girthy, so I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, they could have some gross on them. Sally could do. Oh no, Sally, do you have your glow in the dark one?
Hang on.
Oh my God, Voices said something today about him having two manginas on each thigh.
Hang on.
By the way, you can get these from Sally Crafting with Sally on his channel.
Reading off all
We've got a bunch of cool shit.
Which I'm enjoying. I'm like, that motherfucker needs to be hit from all sides.
There we go. That's probably more accurate.
I've got the little mushrooms that can sit inside them. The fungi.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, Jamie, we got a new piece of art for you.
Yeah.
And some little balls.
Little boy.
False person.
Ooh, they are falling for it over there
And
Wow.
then
in his chat right now. Did he put your messages out, Amber?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I did, Amber.
Pissed
Let me
off.
put it out again. Here, hold on, so I'm going to take you off real quick.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
put this out
there's
again.
Amber. So he was, because he's questioning where the source, where are these guys getting, where did they get off insinuating I was going to go meet her? I don't even know where that came from. Well, there you go.
Right there, your girlfriend.
Right there. And they're
There
like,
you go.
oh, it's Amy. No, Amy's in blue.
I got a bigger one here. I think I got a full screen of this one. Let me see. Yep, I mean, it's not really seeable, but.
So that shows you
Amy's
that's
on
Amy's
the site.
messages, which means she is the one in blue.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it
Amy's the
says
one in
Samantha
blue.
has a 17-year-old daughter that Jamie wanted to hook up with. What the fuck, says Amy. Here, let me do my voice renditions here. I'm gonna get into character.
What?
Here.
No, isn't it the other way around? Because the black is right next to the Amy.
No,
Yeah, zoom in. Is it her avatar that's next to the black?
This
So
is
yeah.
the avatar.
Whose messages are these?
So who's messing?
Well, I heard that this came from a private chat or these messages came from a private
Well,
chat.
no. Well, no. Not this one. This one is strictly between Amy and someone else. There's no group. It's just Amy and one other person. So I don't know who this other
Amy, you're
person
gonna
is.
have to answer us. You're gonna have to give us an answer. Who is this between? Because at this point, I'm gonna have to stick with it's between you and Amber. That's what I'm gonna run with until I hear differently. But especially since they're over there saying I just put out Amber's text messages. I mean, but it says Samantha has a 17-year-old daughter that Jamie wanted to hook up with. What the actual fuck? Now think about Lily. Oh no, I do remember because Lily. That's right. I'm not gonna say who it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
We're right. We're right. Samantha told me
Samantha
herself.
told me herself. Okay, and then she's got the phone. So either way, right? So Amy's the source. However, there's also an audio recording out there, and that bothers Samantha enough that she's off the platform.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And there's where the whole you want to go fly out and meet a 16-year-old came from. It came from fucking but it came from someone you're very close to. We've been right all along.
But that person also says that it came straight from Samantha.
Why would she be saying? Why would Amy tell Samantha that Jamie wants to fly out and meet Samantha's daughter?
Be Amber and Amy, I reckon.
That has to be. It has to be. Because why would she have to tell Samantha about that in using Samantha?
No, but I'm saying she's saying Samantha told me herself. And I do think that Amy has been saying that.
Yeah, Amy's been saying that.
Yes.
Amy's been saying it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a question for Samantha, who has decided to excuse herself for some reason.
And this is where we have a bunch of questions,
which
we wouldn't have.
After her, and thank you, because I hadn't seen her community post. I knew she did one and then took it down. But like I said, now that I saw it,
you saw him already?
The one you showed.
So
that's the one that was like, wait. I need to get up there and say something because I'm like, that's not a better version. That means you shoved who you know your daughter's a minor. So it doesn't matter if he knew or didn't know. The point is now all eyes just went to you, Samantha, because you know your daughter's a minor and you shoved her in front of him. He claims that you're the one who told him how cute she thinks he is. And she's just so enamored to the point where his takeaway is she wants to fuck me.
And then, I still get stuck on this beautiful thing because this is what he got pissed off at Trisha last night for, which, by the way, Jamie, be prepared. I haven't got you hard yet. After what you did to Trisha last night, I swear to God, when I get what I have planned, I'm going to fucking put that shit out and have no fucking problems. But, yeah, because Trisha asked in a chat and he took a screenshot or got a screenshot and said, because Trisha said, how does he know she's beautiful without seeing a picture?
Yeah.
No, so how, Jamie, do you know she's beautiful? You're just going to base it off because you know Samantha's beautiful?
That's what
is that what he's saying? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying because since he thinks Samantha's a beautiful woman that, her daughter must be just as equally beautiful.
Well, again, let's just stick with their version, which is still far-fetched, by the way. But let's stick with that. So you are imputing that onto a 16-year-old. You're imagining, and yet you've never spoke to her, yet you're taking the time to imagine what she must look like.
Yeah, that's another fucked up thing. I mean, I'm telling you.
All right. Yeah.
This guy...
It's catch-22s all around this dude. I mean, he's not doing himself any favors.
I mean, we all knew it. We've all said it. That, I mean, we've now got the real physical proof, or more people are even going to go with it, because Jamie, it is what it is, bro. You talk to a 16-year-old girl inappropriately. Now own up and fucking come out and just turn yourself.
Well, how the fuck? Oh, he knows his. Okay, so let's go to him. He knows how old he is. How the fuck old did he think Samantha was?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Samantha's not that old.
No, if you look at her pictures and stuff, which I'm assuming, unless you guys were swapping pictures that we don't know about, if you go by her profile picture, she looks, in her 30s. So how old were you assuming her kid was? Exactly. Yeah, you're a piece of shit. Bro, there's nothing that he can say. Nothing. It's all fucked up. This is what people trying to get out of lying comes up with, because it's like, no, everything you come up with that you think sounds a little better has a problem with it.
And Samantha, if you would have just flipped out and done the right thing, you would have avoided all of this. Jamie wouldn't be here. You would be safe. Your daughter would be safe, and a lot of other people would be safe.
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, how long does it have to go before he's properly investigated and potentially saving another young child or young adult from having to go through this trauma?
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially let's just do some math here, too, guys.
Oh, here.
What is the one thing that he prizes getting from women? He doesn't meet up with all of them. I was friends with Jessica Lynn. I know what he wanted.
Actually seems like he enjoys hurting them more than actually.
He wants their nudes. If they're going to put out for him, he doesn't care so much about the acts themselves, as long as he can get some, record that, hey, chicks dig me, like some, beard that he can float around to friends and send to people, be like, hey, look, I'm getting a BJ, So it's like, I'm sorry, people that are interacting with minors and have a record of collecting nudes. I mean, I'm with you. I think he should be investigated. I do.
And like I said, I mean, there's a lot of ways this could go at this point. He can get investigated through many different angles, and it wouldn't even have to involve us. Someone could just hear about this on the internet and just run with it. And you know what? I wouldn't blame that person, because there is some child that was harmed in this.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's one thing that I want to say too. For the people that have like damning shit on like Jamie and Jessica, like they need to just put the shit out and bury them.
I agree.
Just put the shit out and bury them, and like it'll end all disputes. It'll end all fucking disputes. So stop with the tit for tat, right? Just put the shit out. Just put the shit out.
He likes to hold things over people's heads.
That's what he does. That's what I'm saying.
And
he does.
Know that if he doesn't have shit, he'll lie about shit. I mean, that's the other thing that we know.
But if someone was just brave enough to put the mod chat out there, that'd be it. He couldn't argue it. Just put it all out there, good, bad, and ugly. Put it all out, and you'd be protected. I can tell you that. No one over here would fucking shame at you for doing that.
Well, I think too, this is the other thing. Sadly, this platform, it's like, I don't know, the people that have it, I don't know, if they even have an inclination they want to put it out. I think it's better to put it all out. This measuring it for daily reactivity, all it does is give them time to try to respond to one thing or the other, and it just will keep going and going. You don't paper cut somebody over and over and over if, you're going, for the jugular.
Well, I told my sonny to stop fucking with children, but he never did. All right, I'm gone now. Thanks for letting me up.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be him, too.
How's Excedrin?
Excedrin? I'm looking for the remote. You wouldn't find the remote yet?
Excedrin, what time is it?
Time. Why do you need to know the time to get your fruit cup?
A leave. What's for dinner?
We have too much fun on this fucking thing.
Where's your leave? Oh,
Hey, replay, how are you?
Kenny's growling at him now.
Why are you growling at me, Kitty? I'm your
I don't
dog.
think he likes
You're
your
my
old
dog.
guy voices.
Whoa, we have fun with this shit.
Kenny, he's like, who are these people?
But yeah, you know, my biggest thing tonight was to point out not necessarily Jamie tonight, but Samantha, how she is part of the problem.
Yeah.
Not the single actor, not the worst, but up there with.
Well,
how
but
bad
what would
Jamie is.
what would he be without all of these people? You know what I mean? It is like one of the problems. Every single chick over there supporting this shit is part of the problem,
Yeah.
and they're getting.
I know, Bruno.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, someone needs to put his shit out there and just be like, I'm done. This is it. You're a piece of shit. They're right.
No, Simba, you stay back. Stay back.
But, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully the daughter is okay. Bottom line, I hope Samantha's daughter is okay.
Well, I hope she didn't. I hope she didn't communicate with him. Right? Like that's what
I hope she did.
I hope she didn't, and I hope there were no pictures exchanged, no matter what kind they were. You know, because who knows what he does to those pictures? You know, screw this dude. Everything about him, it is 2 + 2 = 4. Sorry, you know, and I'm still at Fogel Legion like I was 2 months ago. And just a reminder, he took up collections because he was going to sue the shit out of us back then, and it didn't happen. The dude's a fucking agoraphobic, like, shut-in. Good luck. He leaves to go walk away to the Chinese restaurant and fucking forgets where he parked his fucking car the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that one Candles channel, I keep forgetting her name. You know, she even talked about the whole fucking tire slashing and the stalking. Have you heard about this channel yet or that video?
No.
Kim?
No.
Yeah, her
So
name.
I've
Yeah,
had
her
one
name is Charisse. Yes, is it here? Hang on. Her name is. Oh,
Sherry.
it was said. It was like it's flowers and something with Charisse Van something.
Okay.
Yeah,
And she
her
talked
name is
about the
actually
whole
Charisse.
MGTOW community and how Jamie, this is Jamie, why are we surprised? And talked about the whole stalking thing with ODN and said, how come this wasn't caught on any cameras? How come he came to your door several times and no one saw him? I mean, she talks about a lot. And if, like I said, you guys should really go look
Well,
at
here, I'm just going to go off of the things he said. Apparently, he lives around a bunch of businesses that are fucking in walking to really. And you called the police about your car and all this stuff, and nobody checked any cameras. Okay.
Here's the
Sounds
video.
They obviously-
again.
They didn't care
That's
about the
the
case because
video.
they knew it was fucked.
Yeah, I just think that it didn't happen. But that's me.
There's the link to that video. Do go check it out, guys.
I will.
I appreciate everyone coming up. Like I said, I just really wanted to just talk about Samantha Samantha. Got too many S's floating around in my head. And her bullshit and how she put her daughter in harm's way. Cut it however else you want it. But as far as anything, if anyone else got anything to add, please do. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to say it's been fun. Jamie, get fucked. By the way, go buy my merch. Got a nice Jamie get fucked shirt. I'm going to start being my business so I can, make money off of you. But yeah, I appreciate
Doing okay,
everyone coming
Trisha?
up. Thank you.
Huh?
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, we'll tell you more later. But if you guys
All
want to stay in StreamYard for a minute, and we'll talk afterwards. Otherwise, I'm going to end this, and everyone have a good night.
Love you, Sally.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
We shall
everybody.
talk later.
Bye-bye.